Oh, Sony, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I saw this and I was like, this is not going to go well.
Sony, okay, in the middle of the backlash, for those of you who don't know, who have been living under a rock, Sony has announced that they're no longer going to manufacture physical PlayStation discs as of 2028. And they have had massive backlash from consumers, from gamers over this. They've thrown the entire industry into turmoil. Okay, well,
I guess people are planning a blackout where they're not going to play their PlayStation 5 games for like a week.
We're going to talk about that. Yes, we're going to talk about that. So this is going on. So Sony thinks it's a fantastic idea. They're like, oh, the future is digital, guys. The future is digital. They think it's a great idea to tell people to go buy a turntable and vinyl records in the middle of the backlash because, you know, it's not as good as having a physical release.
Right. You can't. Physical releases are bad unless they're trying to sell a record player. And then they're like, so they're doubling down on certain physical media while removing others, probably because they figure they'll make more money if they can stop the secondary market for games. And, you know, people have to pay them and they can pull it any times. But at the same time, people who want records, you have to have a physical version to run a record player. So they're gonna double down on that.
This is the most two-faced bullshit. Like, look, I understand that we're dealing with different divisions of Sony. I understand PlayStation is a different division than Sony Music, Sony Electronics. But Sony PlayStation is trying to be like, well, physical is dead. Consumers want digital. Meanwhile, the other arm of Sony is like, oh, no, man, physical is back. Buy records, buy turntables.
Yeah, it turns out they have their own record press and everything else.
Yes.
Sony owns their own record pressing and all that stuff. So it's just very, very, very fascinating to me why they thought this was going to go over well.
Yeah, so it went over just as well. Like this, Sony, I'm telling you right now, gamers are not going to let this one go. This is not just some like oopsie doopsie online. If you just lay low for a couple of weeks, people will forget about it. You basically set the doomsday clock on physical game releases. Your competitors are out there being like, well, we still like discs. Hey guys, come over here. We like cartridges and discs, whatever. Everything you post from now until 2028 and probably beyond that is going to be brigaded by people.
This went over about as well as a lead fart, as my mother and grandmother would have said.
Lead fart. Sounds like you need to go to a doctor for that.
No, it's as I always said, it went over as well as the lead fart.
That's probably from all the kids licking paint in schools back in the day. Like they're just licking the windowsills and they're licking the doorknobs.
It's heavy, so it's not going to go over because it's okay. Never mind. I can't believe you made me explain that. Anyway.
She went over about as well as an asbestos sneeze.
No.
Like I breathed in so much asbestos in my school back in the 40s that I'm sneezing asbestos.
I'm just quoting what they said over there in Western PA. Anyway.
Because I'm coughing up coal. Chunks of coal. All right, let's
I got the black lung pop.
I got the black lung pop. Let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo.
Go out to more.clownfishtv.com. That's more.clownfishtv.com for more Clownfish TV podcasts and episodes you'll not find anywhere else. Also, go out to Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, wherever you listen to podcasts, you will find us out there as well. We got an audio version, so thank you very much for that. Yeah, let's go out to this tweet, which was incredibly stupid of them to post. Rediscover the warmth, detail, and ritual of vinyl with the LX3 turntable. Drop the needle, press play, and enjoy music the way it was meant to be heard. Time to upgrade.
The way it was meant to be heard. Like, you know, people want to play the games the way they were meant to be played. You know? Yeah.
John Douglas, first post. The fucking audacity of you assholes.
I know, right?
Does it play? Somebody tell the guys at PlayStation. Apparently, physical media is worth supporting, even if it's a small niche. PlayStation games are much bigger than vinyl. Yet, for some reason, they feel the need to kill gaming culture for profit. And of course, you know, fuck Sony. That comes up every time. You see how vinyl has made a comeback and selling like hotcakes, and you go wipe out the physical format of video games, you hypocrites.
Unless maybe we're looking at this the wrong way. Maybe they saw that people didn't have vinyl records for a long time, and vinyl came back. So now there was very limited presses, and everybody's like, getting the presses built again and all that stuff. So maybe they're thinking that if we wait a few years and then bring physical media back, we can drop a new system and drop it as a retro thing, and everybody will buy it. Maybe that's what they're thinking.
I don't know. I think they lease or subcontract people to make their discs, though, because they've already allocated the manufacturing to other things, micro lenses, which has to do with AI.
I think it's absolutely stupid. Like, they're gonna, and then to put this up, like, have it in your hand so you can smell the vinyl and the physicality of it all, and you can go ahead and play it like it's meant to be heard. And then they're like, yeah, it's all digital. We could take away your license at any point in time because we feel like it.
They're like, music still released on vinyl, CDs, and even cassette. Movies are still released on Blu-ray. Wait for that one. That's going to be the next thing that's going to get gone.
Disney already walked theirs back considerably.
Yeah, actually, Sony is manufacturing whatever Disney media is coming out going forward. And I'm like, how long until...
Wait. Sony's manufacturing the physical media for Disney?
For Disney, yes.
But they won't do games.
Yes. And that will probably end eventually. And here's the, like, Disney took a massive hit too. Like, they don't understand, like, Disney's, they used to make so much money off of home video releases. Like, they would make money off of a movie 10, 20 years after the fact, because they would bring out like 2 or 3 different DVD releases. It's like, oh, it's the gold version. Oh, it's the platinum version. Oh, it's the super deluxe. Back in the vault, guys. You better get it until next year when we bring out the diamond encrusted version of this movie again. Yeah. And they don't have that anymore. So now if the movie doesn't do well at the box office opening weekend, it's basically over.
It's the Disney Plus edition.
It's the Disney Plus edition. Yeah. So good luck with that. I think they're going to miss that revenue coming from the physical. If you can do physical for music, you can do it for games. This is great. Wait, you're promoting physical media. What the fuck? Thought you despised it. Greed has no limits. F the players. It'd be sick if we could keep playing games that way too. Yeah, this is ridiculous. So which part of Sony is it that doesn't get it? Just PlayStation? I think, yeah, they are separate divisions, and people, like, we talk about Disney all the time stuff, and we talk about like corporate structure. Mm-hmm. They are separate divisions. Basically, a corporation like PlayStation is its own division, so they make decisions for PlayStation. It is the larger company, and they share resources, but it's kind of like a company within a company. So, yeah, I would say it's probably a PlayStation decision.
I'm sure it is, but still, as an umbrella
it's
company,
a bad look.
I'd be like, this isn't going over well.
Simon's Final Boss says, I don't think I've seen anything as tone deaf as this with relation to what's happening with discs right now. This person says, so physical media is cool again as long as it isn't game discs. Oh, the irony. Is this effing physical media? Are you okay, Sony? Celebrate vinyl and comics, but get rid of gaming discs. It's like some kind of sick joke. Yeah, it's for the investors. That's what it's all about, because the investors want to see, oh, there's more profit to be had from each game sale because we don't have to, deal with those pesky retailers.
What doesn't compute with me is like, same thing could be said with digital. They could do digital songs and get rid of records, but they're not. They already have done that. They're not. They're doubling down on physical media as far as those things are concerned. But games, they're like, we can't do that anymore. And I'm sure expense is part of it because it probably requires different parts or different machines and things. But to me, it's just stupid. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
So now this is coming from Push Square, which is having an existential crisis right now because this is one of the top PlayStation fan blogs out there. And they've been very, very critical of Sony's decisions.
Yeah, I don't blame them. And a lot of people have. It's ridiculous.
I'd be like, hey, I've been supporting you guys for like 30 years. What the actual hell are you thinking? And there have been a lot of articles coming from Push Square like that. But they're talking now about a proposed blackout in protest of the disc decision. They said, unplug your consoles for a week in August. He says, I wrote in a recent article, Sony has run out of goodwill with most of its loyal fans. And the PS5 disc debacle is the straw that broke the camel's back. Now, enraged fans are rallying to organize a blackout which will see all like-minded parties unplug their consoles from the 23rd of August to the 30th of August. The idea is to send the company a message by hurting one of the statistics it treasures the most, active players. In a statement shared on social media, organizers said the platform holder had grown further apart from its fan base. So let's see what this has come from. Does it play? Okay, so this is the statement. For several years now, Sony Interactive Entertainment has continued to grow further apart from its fan base, whether it's closing beloved studios like Bluepoint, pursuing a misguided live service strategy, canceling fan events, leaving PSVR to die, or being completely out of touch with the franchises players want to see return. PlayStation has never felt more disconnected from its community. Ending physical discs in 2028 feels like the last straw. We understand there's only so much Sony can control, but with the decisions that are within its control, the company continues to mismanage the strong position it inherited from the PS4 era. There are so many issues with the PlayStation right now that bringing back physical games would only be meeting players halfway. There's still much more they can do. We miss Twisted Metal, SOCOM, Sly Cooper, and Resistance. We miss PlayStation Experience. We miss Japan Studio. With that, we're calling on PlayStation players to participate in an economic and gameplay blackout from Sunday, August 23rd at 7 through Sunday, August 30th at 7. Players can participate by turning off their consoles or logging out for 7 days. We feel that this period gives publishers and developers minimal impact while still giving players a voice. Hashtag PS Blackout. Well, now, you're not helping.
We have to make sure our son knows, though.
Well, he plays more PC than anything, and honestly, my PS5 has been in the box for months, so I don't really care. Yeah, this actually might do them in though, because the PlayStation 5 was actually struggling for a while at the beginning. Now, part of that's because people couldn't get the PS5, but a big part of it was the games just weren't great, and PlayStation was basically a dead brand in Japan. Now they're like, on top of everything else, and they're spending hundreds of millions of dollars on games like Concord. Now they're like, hey, this is dog shit. This is a dog shit decision. You're getting rid of physical discs, and you guys are not listening to us. And yeah.
So basically, they've already stretched fan goodwill very thin up to this point.
This is the straw breaking camel's back.
Piss poor decisions, and now they're going to even make more piss poor decisions. And at this point in time, like a lot of games aren't like they had ones that were for specific consoles, and we still have that somewhat, but a lot of that isn't the case anymore. So people don't even need a PlayStation 5 to play a lot of the games. Yeah,
and then to post this, go buy physical because that's the way it was meant to be heard.
When I saw that, I was like, "Oh, that's not going to go well," and I was right.
Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing, Sony? This is grade A bullshit. And same with cartridges too. Like, you know what would be great? You know how games were meant to be played? You ship a complete game on a disc or a cartridge, you plug it in, you don't need to be on the internet, you turn it on and it works. Just remember how things used to be not that long ago. Now we can ship half-assed, half-finished games, and you always have to be online, and it's ridiculous. It's like at that point, just go PC because it's effectively the same thing, but worse.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got to wrap it up.
People aren't happy, so.
Yeah, no, people are not happy. We got to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Please subscribe. We'll talk later.
Bye.